One, two, three, four.
Jesse and Christina are helping the world, teaching everything to the boys and the girls, having some fun, dancing a groove. Libraries are awesome, they got so much to prove. Who's your favorite author and what do they write? Step into a book and you just might learn of a new world of excitement galore. Amazing new adventures waiting there at your door. Do you know how to find all kinds of knowledge? Do you? It might just help to get into college. Do you know how to learn and have some fun? Do you? Come on now, everyone.
The Jesse and Christina Show.
Boys and girls, I'm Miss Christina.
And I'm Mr. Jesse.
Today we are going to be making an awesome crystal snowflake experiment.
So for our experiment today, we have two separate parts. The first part I'm going to show you how to do, which is to make an ornament out of 2 pipe cleaners.
The second part is making the borax solution for the crystals.
So the first thing we're going to do with the experiment is make our ornament. You should have 2 pipe cleaners and 1 piece of string. So the first pipe cleaner we're going to cut into 3 pieces that we want to be about the same length. So I did a pretty decent job of that. Got 3 that are a little, maybe 2.5, 3 inches long. And then we're gonna cut 5 other pieces that are about 1 inch long. So I'm gonna take these 3 pieces and just kind of cross them over each other. Just take one, bend it that way, take the other side, bend it the opposite way, kind of form a real cool, easy snowflake with 6 points. And so that's our first step. And so now we're gonna take our 5-inch long pieces and twist them around 5 of these points of our ornament. And we're gonna do that a lot like we did the first step. So just kind of hold it against the end, turn one of the ends, take the other end, fold it the opposite way, and have a cool little end to our snowflake there. We're gonna do it all the way around except for one, and that one that we're gonna leave, we're gonna tie the string to it.
What is the first thing we need to do?
Put on our sleeve. All right, the first part of our experiment is done. So we're on to the second. We're gonna make the solution we're gonna put our ornament into. I boiled 3 cups of water.
So you go to heat up your water, make sure that your parent is there either helping you or heating the water up for you. We wanna make sure that you're being really safe and it gets really hot, so be careful not to burn yourself. And again, have a parent or guardian there helping you this entire time.
Very important to have this water be hot. And then we're gonna add our borax. And for every cup of water, we're gonna add 3 tablespoons of borax. So how many tablespoons total of borax do we need? Where you at, mathematicians?
9! So Mr. Jesse has our 3 cups of water ready to go. And now we're gonna use the borax to make our solution. So as we said before, it's 9 tablespoons of borax with our 3 cups of water. Okay, now that we've made our solution, we're gonna go ahead and stir it to mix it all together. We want all that borax to mix into our hot water to make our solution, so we can make our crystals. So go ahead and with the help of a parent or guardian, grab a big spoon and start stirring.
Right, now our solution is ready. The borax has dissolved into the hot water. So we are on our final step of the experiment. So I took the string and tied one end around the pipe cleaner and one end around the pen. or a pencil, and I'm just going to slowly lower it into the solution. Now, when we're doing this final step, it's important to make sure that the snowflake isn't resting on the bottom of the cup or isn't touching the sides of the cup. I actually had to cut my snowflake down a little bit so it would fit in our container. And that's just so the crystals can all form and they won't get broken up by anything.
All right, now that we have our snowflake all set and ready to go, this is gonna be a little bit of the hard part, but I promise you it will be worth it. This is when we're gonna wait for at least 3 hours, but if I were you, I would probably wait overnight because that's when your crystals are really gonna be pretty awesome. That was such an awesome experiment, but I would love to know more about it. So now I think it's time for
Let's Ask Becky.
Hey guys, someone left something on my desk. Take a look. Wow, look at that. How cool. Use your magnifier to see this. This is how these crystals were formed. So you started with a compound, which is called borax, and a solvent, which is the water. So the higher the temperature of the water, the further apart water molecules are, and that gives more room for the borax molecules to dissolve in between those water molecules. So the higher the temperature, the more borax you can fit into that solution. So as the temperature goes down, the water molecules get closer together and they're forcing out those borax molecules, and that's what reforms the borax into crystals. Now, the slow process of letting the water cool down gradually gives the borax crystals time to form nice big crystals. As the borax molecules stack together and make the crystals, they eject any impurities that were there into the water. If the temperature was cooled too quickly and went down too fast, the borax molecules don't have time to get rid of those impurities. They'll still form crystals, but they'll be smaller. So if you do it slower and more gradually, you get bigger crystals because they've got time to get organized. So patience is a good thing. This turned out so cool.
Come on now, everyone!
The Jesse and Christina Show.